Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no gimuka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi hara ni. Misogi hara itamo utoki ni narimaseru. Araido no o kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare o arai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio amatsu kami kunitsu kami ya oyorozu no kami tachi tomoni Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi meseto kashiko mimu maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Gam nagara tamachi haemase. Gam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a teaching of Meishu-sama. God's instruments. Although we speak of love and compassion, our words, if not turned into deeds, are little more than wind blowing through the trees. We are only human. Therefore, let us not be quick to judge the actions of others as to whether they are right or wrong. The freedom of choice is God given. Let us never force our opinions on others or allow them to force their opinions on us. There are people who think and speak of others as being good or evil. Humans cannot know the good or evil, right or wrong in others. This wisdom belongs to the domain of God, who alone is able to judge. It is conceit that causes one to assume the right to pass judgment upon others. If there really is any evil among people, God will judge it. So there is no need for human concern. If there are some people who cannot believe this, it means they believe in human power more than in God's. Such individuals are victims of ego and misconception. We must always keep in mind that the supreme God presides over all and will provide sterner and sterner warnings to those who have deviated from the right path, so they may awaken to their mistakes and change. One of the wisest things any of us can do is to hold strictly to the injunction, judge not, lest you be judged, and to always be watchful of our own thoughts and deeds so that we do not make mistakes. We will have true understanding of God when we can lead God-centered lives in this way. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in this morning service. Some of you know Reverend Marco Negrão is he's in Japan now. He's still arriving there on his way to Japan to join the pilgrimage group from the United States, and they will be there attending, visiting the sacred grounds. So that's why I'm here this morning sharing with you this service. And also, I will share with you one faith experience from Aelson Rodrigues da Silva. He's from Imperatriz Maranhão. So Aelson, he was a real estate agent. But by the year 2022, he found himself without work. This challenging situation forced him to pause the construction of his home. So in August of that year, he received guidance from a minister encouraging him to stay steadfast in his practices of faith, sharing the light of Meishu-sama and guiding others on their spiritual paths. So he began dedicating 3 days a week at the Johrei Center, while also fulfilling his mission as an assistant, visiting homes and supporting both members and attendees. So one September day, as he was leaving his house, I also noticed a young man struggling to walk down the street, relying heavily on a cane. Feeling compelled to help, I also called out and asked about his situation. The man explained that a workplace accident a month prior had severely injured his leg. An iron bar had pierced it, cutting the tendons in his left toes, rendering them immobile. Moved by the man's plight, I also offered him Johrei, and the man accepted. For the next 40 days, I also visited his home, offering an hour of Johrei each day and sharing Meishu-sama's teachings. Slowly but surely, the man began attending the Johrei Center when he could. Remarkably, within a short time, he regained full movement in his toes and he was able to walk. normally again. Experiencing this miracle, he found a new faith. And in October of this year, 2022, he joined our community. In an unexpected turn of events, the following month, Ailso's father, who lived in another state, gifted him money to resume the construction of his house. Filled with gratitude, I also made a special donation and bought the necessary materials. Not long after, a job offer came his way, and his financial situation began to stabilize. Through these experiences, I also realized that when one serves the divine work with love and sincerity, everything falls into place. His finances improved, and his home was nearly completed. By 2023, he was ordained as an assistant minister and he's now responsible for a Johrei center. With a heart filled with gratitude, I also aspire to remain in alignment with the will of God in Meishu-sama, continually striving to be of greater service in building paradise on earth. Thank you very much for joining us in this morning service. It was a nice faith experience. And also today we had a chance to pray for our loved ones, to pray for our ancestors, and we are still continuing to pray for all those who are going through all kinds of purifications. I'd like to ask you to continue always join us here in person and all of you there online to join us for these services. And so this brings to a conclusion this morning service. I'd like to thank you all very much for attending and have a great day. Thank you.